Hey guys, so I apologize if it's loud at all, but we have a few important things that we want to discuss today. Everybody knows that we are literally in a crisis nationally with COVID-19, better known as coronavirus, and we are doing everything that we can to listen to what government officials are saying, as well as what the news is reporting, and taking it all very seriously.
At Boloco and many companies like ours, there's two ways that we think of safety. The first one is obviously related to being healthy, and that's with respect to the coronavirus and the COVID-19. But I think more importantly right now, because many of us aren't actually that worried, as we've asked people aren't actually so worried about contracting the virus themselves. Most of us are actually healthy. But I think the most important thing is the safety of being able to take care of our families and ourselves because of money. And that's the hardest challenge we have right now, is balancing the health of ourselves and those around us with the need to make money and have lives. The thing that we also have to keep in mind related to health is the health of the business, right? Our business is not a big business. We don't have a big company that supports us financially. It's just us. Today in the bank, we have enough money. If things were to have to shut down, we would have enough money to last 2 weeks, and then that would be it. So it's very, very difficult. The decisions we make and the conversations we have and what we're going to suggest are very important.
What we're trying to do to conserve as much as we possibly can is we took across the board reduction of hours at all units. Your manager has reported the new hours to you. If you have any questions about those hours, let us know. We also had a call earlier with the managers that if they don't think that, if they're not busy in certain times, that we'll adjust them further. This is a literally hour by hour changing situation. But John just was able to secure hand sanitizer from an organic hand sanitizer in Vermont, right by where he is. So hence the meeting in Concord, New Hampshire. I have it in my trunk, and I will be delivering it to all units today. So I ask that we use this to protect our guests as well as ourselves. If you are touching public areas, that you use your hand sanitizer. But of course, there's always the washing of hands for a minimum of 20 seconds. That is mandatory at all times. I can't stress that enough. And changing of the gloves and sanitizing everything in the restaurant, including door handles. But we will have the sanitizer on hand. John talked about the health factor. If you are not feeling well, please take your temperature at home before you come in. If you notice one of your coworkers is not feeling well, and even if they have sniffles, say something if you see something. Guys, this is a time where we have no room for any type of even a common cold. It's just not permitted. So please speak up.
You know, a lot of restaurants right now are trying to come up with ideas on how to keep their businesses alive. There's other restaurant companies that have just shut down, right? Saloniki in Boston has just shut down. Apple Store, Nike, they've all just shut down. There's a lot of places in New York City that have just shut down. We haven't taken that yet. We've thought about it, but we haven't done that yet. But what I do know from 23 years of being in this business is if we just do the same thing and don't change anything, we'll end up with the same result, which is massive losses. And in this case, we'll shut down and we won't be able to reopen. So one of the ideas that we've thought about was there are a lot of people, including yourselves and all of us right now, who are on the front line. We're still working despite the fact that so many people are isolating and staying at home. There's many of us who don't have that option. So we've thought about this, what we'll call the Frontline Initiative, which is really going back to the basics. It's saying there's a lot of people out there working who are in the cities. They have real jobs that are important, whether it's serving food or in certain retail establishments or on hospitals or public service crews. And they really just need food, and they need it quickly, and they need it safely, and they don't need all of the frills. They don't need all the fancy ingredients. So we've thought about coming up with what we used to have 22 years ago, which was the basic burrito, which would be beans, rice, cheese, and maybe salsa on the side, but really, and for a really good price, like $5. And this might even allow people who are out of work to afford food for their families for a while. That's affordable, quick, safe, and actually wholesome. It's good food. We serve good food at Boloco.
The only other thing that I just want to make sure that's touched on is, this is literally changing hour to hour, and we aren't really sure yet how the day is going to finish out. There is talk that they might force shutdown across all of Massachusetts. They might do a national shutdown of every place in America. If that is the case, we will be communicating to you as swiftly as we can in these really uncertain times, that everybody just kind of come together and understand we're trying to make the best of literally this national crisis, and we appreciate any type of patience that you guys have, and everybody stay safe out there.
And if you have feedback, please either let your GM know or come directly to us. My number is 617-947-6467. You can text me anytime. All right, thanks everybody.